Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
You know what it is. You know who it is. It's the Sizzle, baby. We're back in the building. You know who's here. I'm G Sizzle. He's Rich Sizzle. Hey, man, we got a topic we got to talk about. We got to get into, because, Rich, we haven't talked about the Bears. We haven't had a chance to sit down. The draft is coming up. Everything's getting ready to come to a head. And the Chicago Bears are sitting there looking like they got punched in the eye. Like Aaron Donald just walked up to you and got into a fight with you at the club and punched you in the eye.
Reminds me of a video I just got done watching for old time's sake. The time where Chad Ochocinco thought he could blindside Ray Lewis. And let's just say he was on the sidelines for a few plays.
Excuse me, sir. I
love that video.
No. I say this in my Get Out voice. No. Please, no, don't. Yo, so okay, I saw a picture today. I saw that Aaron Donald is being charged with assault.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a guy, I'm not even going to pretend like I know his name. It's something like D. Vincent St. Jacques. But he got punched in the eye and his nose was broken. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me. If I see an NFL player in the club, I'm not going to bump into him. And he seems like a big guy too. So he probably thought, Aaron Donald was just marked just to run up on. And it didn't go well, man. It's like when things go bad, this is what happened to this boy's face. It is just, it's ugly.
Listen, has anybody ever seen Jay up close and personal like that? Aside from me and you, I'll share my first experience with Jay. I mean, here's this guy. He's a little older than me. Mm-hmm. And I'm no small fry, okay? I'm 6'4", 240. Mm-hmm. I've done a few push-ups here and there, not many, but a few. And Jay is like Hulk size.
Yes. So
that's how the rest of the world should be looking at NFL players, minus even the punters now are like,
oh yeah,
diesel.
Yeah. Punters put it on you.
Serious? What made you think that was a good idea to have any kind of a adverse confrontation with a guy who gets paid millions of dollars to take hits for a living?
Look, man, I just watched this. It was a little thing they did where Shaquille O'Neal brought some financial relief to a restaurant, some employee relief. And dog, when you look at him, you're just like, oh, that's Shaquille O'Neal. And then you're like, man, this dude is like, his arms are huge, his fingers are long. You're like, you'd have to whip him like Thanos. It would have to be a tactical strike to stop Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, it would not be easy. You would need at least like Ant-Man. You would need at least one Peter Parker and maybe two T'Challas.
But guess what, though? And I'm not saying this to invoke a confrontation. Don't take what I'm about to say out of context, please. I would rather fight Shaquille O'Neal than Aaron Donald, because at least Shaquille O'Neal is not trained to take hits and hit people.
Yeah, because Aaron Donald trained with knives, sir. So I don't know who you are, little man at the club, but don't. I wouldn't. Just, it's not even worth it, dog. Like, excuse me, sir. Let me wipe that shoe off for you. You need a drink? You need a drink, man? Because I think I need a drink.
You need a psyche valve.
Yeah, man. Yeah. When somebody was like, yo, man, that's Aaron Donald. He's like, man, I don't care. I don't care. You know who I am? I'm Pierre Fonjac. He gonna respect me.
Maybe, just maybe he thought like Chad Ochocinco did with Ray Lewis, this might be my chance. If I can hit Aaron Donald, maybe I'll get recognized. I don't know.
I don't think that's gonna go well, son. Don't do it. This is your inner coach talking to you. Yeah. And he says, Don't do it, son.
You know how you run across like a famous singer or producer? It's like, this is my chance, so I'm going to start singing in the middle.
Oh yeah, I'm going to drop my demo off to him.
Yeah, I maybe that was his mind. I might get recognized. Didn't work out well, buddy.
He's like, "Hey man, don't do it to me, Skinny man. Hey, Skinny man, why you do it to me, man?" Yeah, well, that's how Bears fans feel every time. It's like somebody just takes their hopes and dreams and flushes it down a toilet.
Yeah.
So okay,
are you still hurting over the fact that we don't have Russell Wilson?
I don't know if it's so much I'm hurting over Russell Wilson or not having the chance to see maybe Sierra at halftime games.
Oh.
I haven't really. Yeah, I haven't gotten over either one. I haven't gotten over the fact that we lost Cordero Patterson. Now, I'm a Cordero Patterson fan. Now, I was not a fan of him being a running back. Now, that I was not. No. But I like Cordero Patterson. I like what he brought to the squad. And I thought there was a way to keep him, but there was no way to keep him if you screwed up the cap so badly as the Bears have done that it really doesn't even matter. It doesn't.
I don't even I'm not a slouch in math, but I've been trying to figure out how they did that. Can you help me out?
I think they just went and signed everybody to extension they could and then realized, oh, that's right. We're paying our linebacker probably like the third highest salary in the league right now. Yeah, that's not going to work well. That's not. Yeah. And we can't get rid of it ever. Yeah, nope, that's not. Now we're going to have to cut everybody. They're going to have to cut and okay, let's just say for argument's sake, let's say Kyle Fuller isn't the greatest corner. Akiem Hicks may not be the greatest tackle. And Cordero Patterson is just he's just average.
Well, he's also past his prime. Well, just to be honest about it.
Okay, so let's be honest. Akiem Hicks has been injury ridden for the past 2 seasons at least.
I like Akiem Hicks though.
Cordero Patterson is a one-trick pony, a very good one-trick pony, but a one-trick pony. And Kyle Fuller is going to get killed tackling the way that he does now. I don't know when it's going to happen, but, you know, it's not like the Bears haven't seen a player with their back broken on the field.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, you weren't ready for that one. I know nobody was ready for that one. I think
that's still too soon.
It's just, hey, have you ever seen a receiver folded up and put in your luggage? Oh.
And I liked him too.
Yeah, and that's the sad part about the Bears. Everybody that leaves, you like them. You're like, no, I liked him. I don't like him. Like I don't like any of their quarterbacks. So even if they left, I still wouldn't like them. I don't.
But it does speak to when you're talking about salaries and budgets that they're gonna pay their starting quarterback $8 million, as opposed to people have backup quarterbacks paying them twice that on other teams. Let that think for a second.
I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not against Andy Dalton. I'm not. I would not be opposed to Andy Dalton if this were maybe 2 years ago. And you had to bring in Andy Dalton because the defense was so good. You just needed somebody to come in and at least move the offense. But I think we're past that point. And I know we're past that point. When you're letting Akiem Hicks go, you're waiting on Bilal Nichols to come back in. You've lost a lot of depth in that defensive end, defensive tackle. And here's the thing. You put all of your money on defense, right? But you didn't invest in the offensive line at all. So that's still a hole. There's no way it can be filled all with rookies. So where do you really stand? I mean,
not where you've got more problems than just the offensive line. Still, you've got Andy Dalton, but you still have to have people to throw to.
Right.
And you franchise tagged one of them, but you're talking about getting rid of Anthony Miller if they haven't already. That's been hot talk, hot
Hot stove talk on that. But let me ask you this: is Allen Robinson? I know you need him, but is he that one piece that you got to keep to make this whole thing work?
Well, yeah, unless you're going to replace him with another, caliber of Allen Robinson. And I know there's quite a few wide receivers out there looking for a home or just found one. You've got Juju out there and things like that. But Allen Robinson's proven. He was a 1,000-yard receiver in Jacksonville. He's a 1,000-yard receiver here. I would put that out there. I mean, yes, you need him. And if you want to see him do better, you'll put somebody else, maybe not as good, but can at least set up some kind of distraction. So you won't just have to put your entire, defensive back end to sit there and play on him. Maybe you can, show the love, show the help, maybe.
What's funny is you have a Ridley brother sitting on your team that you don't even use. I to this day, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he took somebody's parents hostage or if he actually ran the head coach's car into the river. Something happened because they don't even look like they're like, no, we're going to get this undrafted rookie. Yeah, I know he's only 4'11", but he's going to be a heck of a receiver. He's going to be a heck of a slot receiver. We're going to use him. Come on out here. Jabou Lamabzou, come on out here. Yeah, no, he doesn't speak English. He doesn't. And this is only his first year playing football, but he can run, buddy. Yeah, you get him the ball. He's a gazelle.
Sometimes drafting someone's little brother based on the success of the big brother doesn't always pan out. And Chicago Bulls fans have experience with that.
Oh,
do they not?
Wow. I mean, that's too soon. That's real. That's just like them bringing. Now, Kalil Mack's little brother couldn't have been that bad. Or could he?
We're going to find out.
Because I'm like, dude, you need depth everywhere. And it just, at this point, Rich, it just seems like nobody knows what they're doing anymore. It's like everybody's scrambling at this point.
They are scrambling. You want to know why? Because their jobs are on the line as far as in the upper office. And they know this year, if you don't put together something, I mean, seventh pick or sixth slot playoff spot is not going to amount to having a job next year.
That's interesting. I don't think they're going to lose jobs
at least until the NFC championship. You're out of there. I don't see how you're going to right that wrong.
I don't see it. Now, maybe I'm just being nearsighted. I don't see them losing their jobs. I've just something, the way this whole, unless Nagy is just completely insane and he's on that juice. I don't see how you can think you're going to keep a job, but he and Ryan Pace obviously have this thing where they're like, no, we good. We're going to hire a whole new staff. Like we got, we've talked about it before. Everybody in their assistant coaching ranks broke out. It was just like, hey, somebody yelled fire in the building and they all ran. But they just hired in new people like, yeah. Oh man, it's going to be good, man. Come on, work for us, man. Look here, man. Let me tell you something. Job security, don't worry about that. We got you. Just come on and coach for us. We got you. We'll be here forever. And that's how I feel. They're going to be there forever. And this is just going to be a lot of suckage. I don't see it.
In today's, let me help you out with some history. So technology, television, and Chicago's a big market. That's how the Cubs got so big, because you had only like 5 channels to choose from, and one of them played the Cubs. That's why everybody knows the Cubs. This is 2021, and if you have any kind of streaming service, you can stream whatever team you want. Eventually, that's going to cut into revenue, because it's like, I don't want to watch a team that sucks. I don't even want to watch a team that's halfway good or halfway bad in the middle. I want to see some team doing something dynamic. And defense ain't really where it is anymore. Because as you can see, watching the Bears, we can hold a team down for 3 quarters, but that last quarter we're going to get slaughtered because we don't have any energy anymore. Eventually, it's got to give. The money ain't going to be there, so you got to do something.
Yeah, at this point, you've got to do something offensively. And I understand, oh, well, we'll get an offensive guru and he'll help fix the guru-ness of the thing. No, you got to get better talent. You got to get some offensive talent in here that can actually play offense. And maybe it'll work. How about that? Maybe you get a real quarterback. And I don't mean an Andy Dalton. I don't mean somebody who's past their prime. Because I think if you got Andy Dalton, you could have gotten him at a discount bargain rate with Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Hey, guess what? Bridgewater's available.
I mean, it's a lot that's going on out here. And at some point, Deshaun Watson's going to be available again if he's not locked up. So, I mean, it can happen. Somebody gave Deshaun life. Oh,
man. Albeit the conspiracy theories. Dude. Yeah. Do you think that Houston, hindsight 2020, would have wished to take whatever they got from anybody asking to come get him? They had to have an idea this was coming. Or, there's conspiracy theorists out there that believe that the Houston's front office has been planting this in order to make his trade value so low that he can't go anywhere.
Yeah, there are both sides to it. You hear reports on both sides, but I will say this. At the end of the day, Houston still, in hindsight, with what you just said, in retrospect, you still want him out. If I got some first round picks or some second ones, yeah, I'm going to let this, I don't want this mess hang, because now this is going to be a complete mess for the Texans. And they don't have a quarterback to come in and fill it. They don't have the coaching staff to sustain it. They haven't had the win success. So this is going to be Texas is going to, they could go over the season. It could be like a bad Detroit Lions team.
At this point, though, Houston couldn't trade a bad COVID result test shot for Deshaun Watson. They can't even trade a washing machine for him.
So you're going to lose him any way it goes. I mean, so if you did plant the seed, congratulations, stupid. This is your consolation prize. But if you didn't, and you had the chance to get rid of him because you saw this coming, because you knew that he had become the most wanted massage person in the NFL, man. Is it too soon to say like he's the Jeffrey Epstein of massaging?
I think it's too soon to say he's in love with happy endings.
Ooh.
Oh man, sorry.
Wow, shots. You know what? On that one, that was just wow. Just wow.
That's terrible.
Oh my God, that was terrible.
That's terrible.
Tell him Charles is horrible again. That was, oh my God.
All I can think of is Pharrell with that one song, Because I'm Happy. It's all I can think of right now when I see him.
It's all fizzle if it don't sizzle, dog.
All right, that's it. You know what? We got to get out of here. You got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. But listen, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's the Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio, Iron Skillet Television. We are the hottest talk in the 219. We are the talk of the 219. And let me remind you, if you have not subscribed, liked, or shared, please feel free to hit the button and subscribe. Once you get the notifications, you'll know that we're on the air, and you'll know that this hot content is something you need in your life. And remember, if you need to find us, you can always find us at hashtag Iron Skillet Sports. You can find us on any platform. We are there. And you know what? With that said, I'm just going to tell you this. I'm going to leave you with this one. If you get a rub down and you don't have a happy ending, was it really a good rub down?
Was it really a happy ending?
See, that's the only kind of content you can get here at the Sizzle. You know who it is. That's Rich Sizzle. I'm G Sizzle, and we will see you on the other side.